So where was I? Is it going to allow me? Because it keeps interrupting. I don't know if this is going to go through or not, but let's quickly go. We're at the part where Spirit is giving us our advice. Stand in your King of Wands energy. Again, a lot of King energy. You're waiting for a solid new beginning. Keep your options open. This doesn't necessarily mean juggling. It means keeping your options open, because there's going to be a lot to choose from. For the King, let them compete for you. Let them compete for you. This is the Five of Wands, competition. Get out of your head. If you're fighting within yourself of anything, this will probably be your challenge. To get out of your head, to not have that competition or that fight within yourself. But if it's external, most certainly it's telling me, let them compete for you. You're worth it. Why are we waiting for this solid new beginning? Because we want reciprocity, a balanced union. We don't want someone who's giving to two. We want someone who's just gonna pour into our connection. It has to be solid. And here, keep your options open, because your ships are about to come in, the Three of Wands. But wait for those ships to come in. Don't just see one thing come in and then just take it. It's not worth it. And I got these Moonology cards, which are excellent. So let's see what advice they have for us. This is pretty good reading overall, I will have to say. Only thing that sucks is that somebody really wants to interrupt this and the video cut off twice. It kept saying, and I just bought a bunch of storage from whatever, the cloud, wherever it goes. But it's saying that the phone is full, but I don't give a shit about the phone. You have to be storing everything straight to the cloud. Isn't that what I bought it for? I may have to just tweak the settings, but yeah. We shall see, but somebody doesn't want this message to get out, and I'm gonna make sure it gets out. Come on, angel spirit guys. Here we go. That's what I want, 3 messages, and they all came out. You are good enough, bottom of the deck. Oh, I love it when Spirit just, this didn't fall on the floor. I dropped it on the floor. A new romantic cycle begins. We've done the work. This is why they're saying this old energy, stay in your single energy. That old energy is nothing but a 3 of Swords. So meditate and contemplate. The more centered we are, the better things will be. Nothing is yet set in stone. And I think this is this little motherfucker who's trying to say, who's trying to really say nothing is yet set in stone. And the same thing applies for all of us in life, not just this motherfucker, whomever, but I'm sorry I cursed, but yes, I do curse. If that offends you, then I'm not the reader for you. Anyhow, yeah, nothing is yet set in stone. What you thought, you know, he might rise up to the occasion. He might know that there is this one. Well, this was presenting himself as a page as well, but I think it's only because he hasn't made his presence known. That's why Spirit sees him as a page, because sometimes when a person is still analyzing and discussing within themselves what they should do, they're not a high vibrating energy, because they haven't come forth. Once they come forth, then they come forth with all that they've got. When they're just observing and seeing from a distance, yeah, they come up more as a page, because it's more of a consideration. You're being considered right now. Well, I pretty much think that's our reading for right now. Stay in our single energy. Queen, they just basically stay in our kingship energy. Once I seek what I seek for myself, I seek for all of you. I seek a soul union, someone who's always going to speak to the king inside of me, to the divine, to that part of me that I should always be. I should always come with that energy. Sometimes we don't act the most perfect. We don't act in the most perfect ways. We don't behave in the most perfect ways. We have all this divinity inside of us, and we don't bring it forth. If we brought that same divinity, that same passion that we do in one area, and we just brought it to all areas of life, and we just showed up that way, trust me, everything would be ours. The world, there would be nothing that we cannot have. If I came with this same energy and this same passion that I read for all of you, because I'm just as excited as all of you. If this is my story, like I really do hope that this is my story. But I don't know. I'm in the middle. I don't know if it's my story. I'm definitely with the past person. It's definitely in the sector, but I don't know who this new person is. I'm excited for this new person. If it is, I hope it is my story. So to all of you light workers, divine, you are an inspiration to me. The reason why I read, and the reason why I felt it was most important, especially in this time and age, is because we are all going through this awakening and this ascension. Some of us are going before, some of us, and we're going before, okay, some of us are going before, some of us are going after. Those of us who are going before, we're going before so that we can help those who are going to come right afterwards. That way we can ascend together. We can make this a better world. So remember, you have to be the example you want to see in the world. You cannot say you want to see this and not act that way. Not be that way. Show up the way you want the world to show up for you. Like I always say, and when you smile at the world smiles back at you. Right now, unfortunately, our smiles are covered because, we gotta be very careful. So stay safe. Whatever you do, avoid large crowds as much as possible. Remember to wear your mask, get vaccinated, boost it, and stay safe. If you're in America, the booster shot is for, I guess, worldwide. And what am I talking about? In America. Again, there I go with that singular energy. We are all collectively one. Anybody that you know, let them know the importance that it is to get vaccinated so that we can move past it. You see how, if you go and look at what the flu is like in other countries where there is no vaccination from early on, it is a horrible death. But we have been so lucky and fortunate, and you have to be grateful for that we've been vaccinated from very early on, that right now the flu is like, 3-4 days in bed, and then you're fine. Our bodies are able to fight it off. But without that immunization and without those shots, we're not gonna, your immune system is just not strong enough by itself. And it's the virus that incubates. So we want to be able to recognize it as early as possible, so we send all of our troops there. And if you have a compromised immune system, that's essential, because the longer it incubates, the more of itself it replicates. And then your army is fighting a bigger army. So wouldn't you want to fight this little army of 2 as opposed to this army of 20,000? Yeah. So I can't stress it enough. If you're one of those people that does not want to get vaccinated, it's your life, it's your choice, but please be safe. Keep others safe. Remember, we are all one united collective. We're all living this one experience together. This is the most beautiful experience of all of creation, where we get to create the lives that we want to live. Isn't that the most beautiful gift? It's like you creating an object and giving it the same power and the same capabilities as you to create, to leap forward and create whatever it wants. It has free will to do whatever it imagines. So imagine that. You know, we were given the greatest gift of life, that is life, and to be able to create the life that we want, and to be able to manifest it, to think it for us and say, I know it's here. I'm ready to receive it. I know it's coming. I can't see it yet, but I know you have never failed me, and you will never fail me, and you're not going to start to fail me now. So why should I doubt you? You get it? Why should you doubt now? Or when you have something great come into your life, don't push it away because of your fear that you might lose it. No. Release all that. So anything from the past, you better be, for the most part, most of us have released a lot of shit from the past. Not all. And we've come to accept the things that we cannot change, or things that we actually do like, and we have to remove the judgment. What this is basically saying is own your kingship, queenship, stand in your divinity. They will recognize it. They will bid for it. They will bid for it. They will fight for it and they will bid for it because they recognize the value. And you may be something that they've never paid for, or never bought that expensive, or never went for that individual. But now they know that they are choosing the best. And they're choosing not go after this opportunity. It won't be a missed opportunity. Many of us are going to come into union with our divine counterparts, our divine soul union, someone who's going to want to get to know our souls. Our bodies are beautiful. Our faces are beautiful. But it's this in the inside.